next set at Manchester Grand Conquest. I'm Hob Hunks, and we are ready to see if Lancelot can unseat Viridian.
Yep, so get those needles charged, but Lancelot is already doing the right thing of getting in Viridian's face. Sheik, you know, they're quite happy at a distance because it gives them the chance to think what the next move is going to be, get those projectiles charged up, but Roy has so much speed to close that gap and force Sheik to fight at close range, which she can certainly do. But when push comes to shove, Roy might just kill you by accident. He might sneeze sometimes and set you on fire.
Yeah, the trades that are going to be coming out in these close situations are certainly going to go in the favor of Roy. A lovely air dodge to try and catch Lancelot's movement there, but not quite getting it. There we go. We see it just right there. Going for a nair, which otherwise would have been lovely advised, but not able to get anything out of it. Jumping instead into a neutral air from Lancelot. The sword is certainly doing its job, keeping Lancelot safe while doing big damage to Viridian. Lovely nair out of the corner to just back Lancelot off. And Viridian, lovely drag down. Another one.
Wow.
Oh, wants to resend. Wanted an up smash. Didn't quite land it, but certainly showcasing what Sheik is capable of. That wouldn't have killed, I don't think, especially even with that sweet spot, but would have been big. A kill spark forward air comes out, but doesn't secure anything quite yet. Getting off ledge is going to be Viridian's task, and get off he does, only to get parried in his rebuttal to Lancelot. The pummel into the up throw. Sheik is light, but not quite that light. However, one more certainly could unseat the Sheik. There we go. Up tilt. We're just waiting to see what Lancelot does. So patient, but not paying off because the trade comes out, and it was not in Viridian's favor.
That was really good because Lancelot acknowledged Viridian was late on the punish there, had the opportunity to hit Lancelot, didn't, so he went in for another attack, and it ultimately was a little bit too greedy at that point in time, but the down smash, that was perfection from Viridian.
Some superb movement there, on and off and off and on, just ready to go off stage and challenge Roy in the area that he is weakest. He's got that big burn and recovery, but not able to get back without taking a few scratches. Lovely up tilt to catch the return to stage from Lancelot, but there we go, double nair, wants to know better catch a jump, which we have seen Viridian do a couple of times at our disadvantage, but they're able to back off and come straight back in. Locking in here is Viridian, not able to get any big combos quite yet, but we are not in such a disadvantage as potentially we would think with the damage of Roy coming on board, Tail of the Toaster.
Yep, indeed, we have a slight lead for Viridian right now. Does not pop the bouncing fish because Roy is such a fast faller. He can just kind of drift down and make what would be a true combo on a lot of characters suddenly not. Oh, whoa! Oh, that is going to get you punished, unfortunately. Weaving around the aerials of Roy with that burst grenade, but unfortunately for you, Roy can just swing again, and that's what Lancelot opts to do. So the stock lead is back in Lancelot's favor. Viridian, whenever he had a lead, it was only very minor. The Lancelot leads have felt much more significant overall in this set.
Yeah, down airing again there. We've seen it a couple times come out, and all the times it's come out, Lancelot has punished. We've seen Viridian doing that lovely movement, then sacrificing it. Oh, if that down smash had come out, I love it. The double jab, wanting something bigger and wants to catch a jump. He gets the right read, but not quite there. Instead, we get a down air into an up air. Viridian has come to play today.
I tell you what, though, he's done a down air maybe 3 or 4 times in this game, though. I feel like you've used up the quota already. Sheik down air, one of the only unsafe moves she's got. You're going to have to see how well you can use it in game 2, because for now, Lancelot will get the jab back air and comfortably enough take away game 1. But Viridian was doing enough to say, I am a threat in this set.
Yeah, you just saw how dedicated to this character Viridian has been for quite a long time. You saw the movement coming out from Sheik, just those little baits, the jab, back off, F tilt, back off, F smash, down smash, just landing all of these options that you wouldn't really think Sheik would be able to do, but securing a kill with a lovely up air and securing it with a down smash as well. Certainly looking to keep pace with Lancelot purely by virtue of the movement that was coming out there. We'll have to see if Viridian can tighten up a little bit in this game too. As we both said, the down airs were devious and dangerous, and that was what Lancelot was taking advantage of. And when you've got a character who hits as hard as Roy and punishes you so massively simply for making one wrong move, you've got to make sure you're locking in a little bit more. Maybe Viridian takes it a little bit slower, maybe gets a bit more of that needle play that we know, and
or maybe not. Maybe just go in and attack Lancelot. But this is the thing, every time Sheik's combo becomes untrue, Lancelot has been ready to swing out of disadvantage every single time. And Lancelot's swing out of disadvantage does more damage than Viridian's combo was doing in the first place.
There we are.
So it's a tricky matchup to beat Sheik right now. He will recover because Roy's down air can be hard to time on those ledge grabs, but still going to get a Jeff smash anyway, just for the damage sake.
Just fancied it. Not the sweet spot, but certainly looking pretty sweet right now. Drifting in on that nair, but getting wise to it feels like is Lancelot at the moment. Viridian is swinging a lot from ledge, and you've got to get Roy off you, fair enough. But Roy, when he's swinging at you to get those trades, as I said, it's going to play unfavorably. Wanted an up air into an up tilt to maybe confirm back into a stronger up air. There we go. An up smash, not landing the sweet spot either. These two players are missing the sweet spots at the moment, and certainly would have been bigger than the hits that they did land. Forward air swinging it again and sending Viridian off stage. Getting straight back though with a lovely recovery.
Goes for an F smash to close down the gap, but hello! Bouncing Fish is going to put Viridian in a stock advantage right now over Lancelot, but at 152, you could get hit by a forward air and lose it immediately. And guess what happened, Hob Hunk?
Just, I doubt, I know Sheik's a light character, but at that percent versus Roy, I think, again, a sneeze, a tickle, a little bump into you could have undone Sheik's stock there, wanting a reverse up tilt, reading a drifting in there, and that's what was happening. But the sword made sure Lancelot was safe, landing that up air into a back air, send Lancelot off stage and wants to catch with a retreating forward air. Doesn't quite manage it though, extending instead, and wanted a drag down. You could probably guess to secure an up smash there. Viridian is playing out of his brain at the moment, and while it's not quite landing long-term success, it certainly was enough to secure a lead, which is undone by an up air into a back air, saving the jump going so low, and there he was swinging from ledge again and getting punished for it.
Yep, Lancelot still in control over this. Viridian also was attempting a big air dodge read earlier, and this time Lancelot air dodges at the right opportunity, drifting up to get away from that combo instead of going for the usual Roy strategy of just dropping like a rock. But there's a good up B just to make sure that you can get off ledge cleanly, down smash hits, and just doesn't even consider the idea of killing at that kind of percent. But nice idea. Woo! Dancing Blade, it does connect in full. 80% Viridian, this is the furthest down he's been. Actually putting himself into that jab back air there.
Just needs to secure a kill, but Sheik struggles to do so. Wants a back air, and that win box actually paying dividends to Lancelot there, pushing him further. And there we go, dashing up, going for the needle charge just to see what Lancelot would do.
And the swing out of disadvantage. And it's not as though, you know, sometimes you can call out on a player who's constantly swinging out of disadvantage as just a mashy, over-aggressive type thing, but this is not what Lancelot is doing. He recognizes that Viridian will pursue combo follow-ups even when they're not true. Ultimately, it suggests there's still more to learn about this character of Sheik to know exactly when something is true and when something is not. So if your opponent doesn't quite have that knowledge just yet, there's no reason not to just swing, because they might be there in front of your face.
And when you're going to do like what, 10+% with every hit, there we go, both hits him there, landing a sweet 15 off that sweet spot. You've got to think the Viridians, again, just got to tighten up that little bit. There were less down airs last game, certainly, but just swinging and being willing to trade with a character who's going to annihilate you. A beautiful parry there is going to keep Viridian in disadvantage, and just using the range of Roy and that sweet spot just to make sure Viridian cannot get a word in. 5% was all that Sheik was able to achieve during that opening exchange, whereas Lancelot manages to take a full stock less than 30 seconds into the game, just swinging at each other there, just testing the walls, playing a little bit neutral, swinging there forward. One of them certainly going to be more devastating, but unable, maybe a little bit afraid, is certainly is justifiable to punish. There we go, lovely drag downs, and there we are, Viridian showing signs of life. And if that had been a little bit more substantial, that would have been amazing. Lovely, look at that waiting. Oh my gosh, Viridian has not stopped. Oh, but there we go again, getting a little bit hasty in that down air. Has not paid dividends yet, wanted a wobble but doesn't get it. Instead, back to ledge situation. You've swung with down air again, and now Lancelot gets a swing at you.
Yep, doing it for the in-game Northeast tag as well, which is lovely to see considering Viridian, originally from Liverpool. We're closer to Liverpool right now than we are to the Northeast. But Viridian, he loves his new community, but this is the first time he's ever gotten to face a proper out-of-country threat like Lancelot, and he's kept it so admirable and close. but there is just that little difference in quality coming out as the set goes along. This is perhaps the least close one we've had yet, but I love the single needle to keep Lancelot off stage. This is still within the realms of possibility, but Viridian having to level up on the spot to make this happen.
Yeah, just as we say, just how are you going to get around and hit those Sheik combos where you have to be so close to Roy when he is swinging at you and just gets much more reward for it. A lovely spot dodge to catch Viridian's grab there. A beautiful sequence earlier was not enough to turn around this beast of a matchup as we see Roy just going for Viridian there. Able to swing twice, but there we go, the down smash off the spot dodge there. Wants to take at least a stock, but instead taking a trip off the other side. A beautiful parry again. A back throw is going to create another offstage situation. A sweet spot for there will secure things here, especially with this rage and going on stage with Sheik's teleport recovery. Let's see if we can get something here, Viridian. Oh, wanted a look, jab, wants the down tilt to follow up, but just doesn't manage to land it. Wants something big and doesn't manage to get it, parrying the up smash, but for naught.
I wonder, yeah, just like a C-stick flick, maybe, I don't know, you're using a different control scheme for a different character you've been practicing. Should have been an easy F smash, but instead Viridian will still have 3 whole stocks of Lancelot, squaring him down. It looks like we're not going to get our 3rd consecutive Game 5, unfortunately, Hophogs, unless we see a miracle take place in front of our eyes. But there's a lovely tomahawk grab. Still not able to turn it into a kill though, but Lancelot struggling a little bit himself. The up throw will be the one to do it. Lancelot will be fighting Tunington for a spot in top 64 a little bit later on, but a good effort from Viridian to show exactly